America's taken back the Ryder Cup, and you better believe they're partying like it's 1999.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, brought to you by Bearing Point Management and Technology Consultants.
9 years have passed since the last U.S. team won, but Sunday the Ryder Cup returned to the USA. The Americans clinched the victory 14.5 points to 9.5, with Jim Furyk's win over Miguel Angel Jimenez 2-1 after the mechanic missed his birdie putt and conceded Furyk's putt for par. Welcome to PGA Tour Today. I'm Win McMurry. The U.S. went on to win 16.5 to 11.5, making it the first time the Americans led the Ryder Cup after every session since 1979. Captain Paul Azinger made a number of changes to the 2008 format, including extending the number of captain's picks to 4 and changing the first 2 days' morning matches to foursome play instead of 4-ball. And his decisions proved to be brilliant for the Americans, including how he set the order of his Sunday singles. 23-year-old Anthony Kim kick-started the Sunday championship with a 5-4 win over 28-year-old Sergio Garcia. It was the Spaniard's largest Ryder Cup loss in his career. But Europe went on to win the next 2 matches, with Robert Karlsson defeating Justin Leonard 5-3 and Justin Rose upsetting Phil Mickelson 3-2. Hunter Mahan fired back up the Americans with a birdie putt on the 17th hole to move 1 up over fellow captain's pick Paul Casey, but the 26-year-old American found the water off the tee on the 18th. Casey won the hole to have the match. Kentucky's own Kenny Perry and J.B. Holmes came through for the USA in the middle matches. Perry won 3-2 over Henrik Stenson and Holmes 2-1 over Soren Hansen. One of the most colorful matches of the day showcased a 4-2 victory by Boo Weekley over Oliver Wilson. Weekley lit up the crowd from the tee to the green, a show that included a hole out for eagle from the greenside bunker on the par 5 7th. But it was Furyk who Azinger said he put in the 8th match for a reason, and he secured the victory. The final 4 matches were split with 2 wins for the Europeans, followed by a pair of 2-1 wins by Ben Curtis over Lee Westwood and Chad Campbell over Padraig Harrington. The 5-point win is the largest margin of victory for the Americans in 27 years, since winning by 9 in 1981. This week, the world's best will be back at it, moving from Kentucky to Atlanta, Georgia for the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. The top 30 players in the FedEx Cup rankings will be there competing in the final PGA Tour playoff event for the FedEx Cup. Coverage begins Thursday.
PGA Tour Today is brought to you by Bearing Point Management and Technology Consultants, delivering new thinking for a changing world.